Hello, everyone. Ex-Wall Kill Bethelite here, and we're almost to a new year. We're almost to the year 2023. And this is my prediction of what I think is going to happen with Jehovah's Witnesses in the new year and beyond. And my prediction we're about to go into a whole new year. My prediction for Jehovah's Witnesses is that they are going to expose themselves to their own destruction. Exposure on a level that they've just never done before. For example, they decided to come up with the concept of carts, going door to door. They stopped doing solely that and went to standing next to carts. So now we have groups of uneducated cart attendants. And this was, in my opinion, a bad move by the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses, because before, what they were doing was strategic. They were approaching homes where they were surprising people. So the Jehovah's Witness would sit back with their little magazine and practice, then rehearse what they're going to say over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then they would approach somebody unaware at their home. They're probably making breakfast for the kids and trying to get the kids ready for school. They're not expecting company. And then, bam, they hit them with this introduction and spiel about this magazine. And the householder's not prepared to have, in most cases, a debate or discussion to go back at the Jehovah's Witness. Well, this had been working for them before, catching people by surprise. Now they've gone to the carts. And that's reversed it. So now people see them out next to those carts and they're able to be prepared and catch the Jehovah's Witness unawares. The Jehovah's Witness is standing next to the cart. And people are able to now be prepared and go and approach the Jehovah's Witness. And everybody will then see, because before, in the past, it made Jehovah's Witnesses look like they knew their Bible and they were all smart, right? Because they're catching everybody that weren't prepared. Well, now, when people are prepared and they approach Jehovah's Witnesses about the Bible, they're going to see how they turn tail and run. Every time. Like, there's going to be 100 videos of Jehovah's Witnesses being approached at a cart, and Bible discussion is brought up, and they're going to pack up their cart and run, right? They're going to be exposed. This is a level of exposure, right, for Jehovah's Witnesses. The broadcast, right? The Jehovah's Witnesses, they're getting ready to build a whole media center. Not only do you have the carts, and the carts, as opposed to door, is going to lead to exposing the Jehovah's Witnesses and their lack of Bible knowledge, how uneducated they are, how the only thing they know is what they've read in the watchtower. But also, you're going to have the broadcast, and the broadcasts are going to expose the 8 idiots in New York. Before, they had it good. They would sit behind a desk somewhere, and no one knew how idiotic they were. But now they've got broadcasts. And on these broadcasts, everybody can see Stephen Lett looking like he just got off a bad meth trip and just going on about babies are the enemies of God and all this. Now they have exposed themselves. In 2023 and beyond, we're going to have more exposure than ever before. In the past, Watchtower and the governing body and all that stuff, that stuff was secretive. That stuff was a mystery. Nobody knew what the heck was going on. Now, in 2023 and beyond, there's just going to be more exposure. Everybody's going to see what's going on. Everybody's going to see Stephen Lett going crazy. They're going to see Samuel Hurd sitting there moving around uncomfortable with his bowels moving in his diaper. People are going to see how these people are. There's no way that these people are just smarter than everybody else on the planet when it comes to the Bible. There's going to be a level of exposure that has never really been there before, because now, this is an example of the change. Now we have people who, because of these broadcasts and just how idiotic Jehovah's Witnesses and the governing body look on these broadcasts, now that people can see them, now that all they do isn't catching people by surprise at the door, now people see them at the cars, approach them. Let's see how knowledgeable they are. Not knowledgeable at all. You see them running away from you. Now, people have got YouTube videos. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like a full-time job, and all they do is just expose how idiotic these people are on the broadcast. Do you know how dumb you have to be, how idiotic, how much of an imbecile you have to be to produce a broadcast, and then it'd be so stupid that you got multiple people on YouTube and their YouTube career is built around exposing how stupid you are on broadcast. Like, technically, there shouldn't be enough material for somebody to build an entire YouTube channel. Multiple people building whole YouTube channels off of the idiotic stuff that these people say on these broadcasts and on these assemblies that are on the cult website. Jehovah's Witnesses, the exposure that they're allowing now is what it's doing is providing endless amounts of stupidity. Tons and tons and tons of stupidity to display to the world. So now, before, the only thing we could do was what people would call activism, really going out and being active in the community. But now Jehovah's Witnesses are they're exposing themselves. They're putting themselves in a light. What's in the dark will be brought out to light. The idiocy is being brought to light. Now, people don't even have to just do activism. They can just make a whole career of just displaying the stupidity that is on these broadcasts. There's no end to this, right? The whole year of 2023, they're going to be doing broadcasts. The whole 2023, those broadcasts are going to be idiotic. The whole 2023, their career is going to be exposing the stupidity. And they can't do anything. This isn't like a magazine where they can just control it and put it out of print or something like that. The video is out and people are able to display it and show it. They can't say, oh, I didn't say babies are the enemies of God. You're on video. We see you saying it. And it's just going to be more stupid stuff coming out of the mouths of the 8 village idiots. And what this is going to do is put Jehovah's Witnesses in a situation where there's no way they're going to be able to grow. There's just no way. So you let me know what you think, but on every social media site, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to be exposed like never before. And kids, they're not going to be able to keep kids in that cult, which is good because of all the molestation and whatnot. But they're not going to be able to keep kids in there because kids nowadays, they've got access to all these social media sites. And all these social media sites are exposing Jehovah's Witnesses. The idiots are exposing themselves, and people are just putting them out on social media so everybody can just see it. Those kids will be able to see how ape shit crazy Stephen Lett looks. They're going to be able to just see it for themselves and say, no, this dude's nuts, right? And if Jehovah's Witnesses try to shelter their kids and not let them on any website that all their friends are able to be on, you know what's going to happen when you over shelter kids. They're going to bolt when they get old enough. They're leaving. They're out of that cult. So in 2023 and beyond, the only thing I see is Jehovah's Witnesses further exposing themselves to the public, and the public further seeing how stupid they are. Because now we are in a time where First Amendment audits are a thing. And what those First Amendment audits do is display our right to film anything in public that we can see from a public view. So we can film Jehovah's Witnesses all day long at these carts and their stupidity. Somebody could make a YouTube career off filming the idiocy that is the uneducated cart attendants, Jehovah's Witnesses. So you're just going to have YouTube channels and their whole freaking career is the broadcast and all these idiots standing next to carts, just the clown show, right? Not to mention the actual activism that's going to be going on, but now the clown show is just going to be people's whole careers. That's what's going to happen, and it's not going to stop because the First Amendment is in the Constitution. It's a right. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses can call the police all they want and complain all they want, but their stupidity is going to be on 4K on video as people film these imbeciles standing next to carts, just brains filled with absolute sand. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. X-Wall Kill Bethelite signing out.